Welcome back to Happy Apple Core Homestead. I want to show you something that's really important to me. This is my get home bag. A lot of people call them bug out bags. I will explain why this is not my bug out bag a little bit later. But for now, I just want to show you kind of what I have in here and why I have these things. So I take this bag with me whenever I leave my property, anywhere that it would take me longer than 24 hours to walk back to my house. So that's most places because I live in a fairly, not remote, but a rural area. And yeah, so these are things that would help keep me safe and comfortable and alive in the event that I could not remain in my truck. So if there was, a major catastrophe of some kind, or my truck broke down and I don't know, for some reason couldn't get a ride, which is pretty not gonna happen. But anyway, mostly natural disaster type things is what I'm thinking. This bag will get me home safe and alive and somewhat comfortable. All right, so I'm going to show you what's on the outside first. This bag, you may have questions about, well, why didn't you put this in there? Why didn't you put that in there? I have my reasons. There are some things that I carry on my body at all times. Also, the weather that we have here really does tie into what I put in my bag and why. If you live in a very sunny, temperate place, you're not going to need a lot of the things that I carry in my bag. I live in a very rainy climate, and it can also be quite cold. Let's start with the outside. Let's get to it. No more talking. Okay, I have a water bottle. All right, my camera shut off, so I'm not sure where I was. Water bottle. I have a tactical pen. This pen on this side is very sharp and pokey. If, I don't know, I fall into the river in my truck, I can break out the window. It also has a flashlight. Hopefully that's not blinding you. Blind myself. And it's actually also literally a pen. Wait, what's this? It's a whistle. Oh, it's a whistle and it's a pen. Somewhere in here is the pen. Very fancy contraption this thing is. All right, there's the pen. And it does work. Still, I checked. All right, I'm gonna just setting these things aside and I'll repack it later. Okay, this is my travel fishing pole. Very important. We have lots of bodies of water here where we can fish. This is a hat, very important to me. Okay, obviously here in the front I have a pair of boots. This is a new pair of boots that I still need to break in. My other pair of boots is toast. So break your boots in before you attach them to your bug out bag. I haven't done it yet, so it's kind of a bad thing. I need to start wearing these around, because if you get stuck somewhere and you have to walk 20, 30, 40 miles or more, you're gonna want boots that are already broken in. Okay, here I have this on the outside. It is my most favorite knife. I always keep it where I can reach it, and I'm afraid I can't show it to you. And I have this other knife here, which can go on my belt, but for now it's just staying in my pocket. I can show you this one. It's a buck knife. Just a regular, very sharp buck knife. All right, also in this pocket I have pepper spray. Make sure that whatever kind of self-defense items you're putting in your bag is legal in your state or your country. Everything here is legal. Okay, in here I have a small tackle box, and I do, even though it has a clip on it, I put a rubber band around it in case I break it, because I break stuff like you wouldn't believe. Okay, here I have a headlamp. It's a really nice one and it's super bright and I like it a lot. I like everything in this bag. I hope I don't say that 150 times. And duct tape. that's all that's in that pocket. Let's see what's in this pocket. Okay. This is a monocular, and you might think that's kind of dumb, but I want to be able to see over ridges and down in gullies, and I'm blind, so this will help me to see better. And this particular one here has a, I don't know what they call this. It's an attachment for people who wear glasses. So I find that to be nice. Okay, this is my Bible. It's a New Testament Bible. I couldn't find one. One of my girlfriends told me about a waterproof Bible that is both the Old and the New Testament, but I have that one, so that's what's in here. You'll notice that I have built in quite a few redundancies. This is another pepper spray. Okay, let's see what's in the front. I'm gonna open up all of my compartments here. This bag weighs 22 pounds, so it's definitely not too heavy for me. It's a very comfortable weight for me to be packing around. Here I have a radio. It's solar powered and also hand crank powered. You get all of the things that you would get on a normal radio. It's got USB charger and a flashlight on the end. These are really important and really inexpensive thing to keep in your bug out bag or your get home bag. These are contractor plastic bags. They are good for so many things. You can make a tent out of these. You can put one down on the ground and then put a tent over. You can cover yourself and keep yourself dry. These are just great. Always recommend that you have a few of those in your bag. And then I used hair ties to keep them together. As you can see, I have really long hair, and that's something that needs to be put back if you're in a situation where you are trying to get home safe in an unsafe situation. In my front pocket, I have a couple of things. So this might seem a little bit lame, but when you are, first of all, you should know how to use everything in your get home bag. Everything. You should be thoroughly confident in everything that you're carrying, or you shouldn't carry it. But this book is, if you're nervous or you're scared or you're injured, this book is just really nice to help you just kind of click that memory muscle again back into place. You don't have to carry one. I do. It's just kind of a comfort for me to know that if I'm feeling nervous or insecure, unsure of my environment or my surroundings, and my adrenaline is pumping, that I have something to remind me to make sure that I'm doing certain things correctly. This is a waterproof notepad, and that's all that's in that pocket. So we'll go into this next one here. This is where I keep my food. Most of this is freeze-dried food that does not require any kind of cooking. So I've got some veggies here. You probably don't care what all kind of food I have, but I've got corn and peas, quite a bit of protein, more vegetables, some fruit, and some nuts. You'll want to go through your bug out bag or your get home bag pretty regularly to make sure that the food you have, I mean, like the freeze-dried stuff's gonna last for a really long time, forever. But the nuts will go bad after a certain period of time, so you'll want to cycle through your meats and your nuts occasionally. All right, so these are important things that I have in here as well. I have tons of vitamins. These are good. I've got some electrolytes. We've got just all different kinds of vitamins, because if you're out in the elements, you want to make sure that you're still getting proper nutrition. This is hydration. I've got some bone broth, can just be mixed in with water. It's not going to taste like as amazing with cold water, but you can heat up your water. And some Zip Fizz. I've got a couple of rolls of candy and also 2 packs of Manuka honey. And these are all just good things to have for your health. They'll keep you going if you're having to walk for a few days. The calories that I have here is sufficient for me if I were to be walking. You're going to want to make sure that whatever you put in your bag is going to be the proper amount of nutrition for you. If you need to be on your feet walking consistently for a few days. Okay, now on to the main compartment of the bag. Okay, I'm gonna move this stuff so you can kind of see in here a little bit better. Okay, now we get into the more serious things. This is fire and water for the most part, navigation. I'll pull them out so you can see what all is in here. This is a sewing kit. It's got scissors, like a good stainless steel pair of scissors, and everything you need to do a repair. I have water treatment, a Sharpie, waterproof matches, a very flimsy shovel, but it is a shovel nonetheless. My big Coleman shovel does not fit in this bag with everything else, so this is a compass, more water treatment. It's a pocket saw. This is a cup, little collapsible cup. You can put your water in there, or your food in there, or I don't know, a treasure that you find on the way. Okay, we've got some fire starter and some more waterproof matches in here. Again, with the redundancy, I know that's a lot. This is some storm matches. More fire starter here. And another fire starter. I'm serious about being able to start my fire, you guys. This is a slingshot. It's called the Pocket Shot. It's very fun. It's not necessarily for entertainment, but can go both ways. Okay, and these 2 things I should probably have in my outer pockets, but for now they're just in here. And I will take them out of their little baggies. This is a signaling mirror, and this is a whistle. The whistle should be on the outside of the bag so that if you, I don't know, fall down a ravine or something, you can whistle for help and you don't have to dig through all of your bags in order to call for assistance. This is a can opener, and even though I don't have any cans in my bag, it's sharp and it's pokey and I like it. And another pokey. So another knife, again. Lots of extra things going on here. If I lose something, or more likely break something, I've got extras. All right, next up. Okay. I debated about whether or not to put my axe in here. But if you've ever used a pocket saw, which I have, I'm sure you have if you're watching this video, that is not easy, you guys. And having an axe, like, you can do all kinds of things with this, including chopping your firewood in a really easy way. So I decided it was worth the extra weight and space to have my trusty axe with me. Okay, this is my medical kit. My medical kit is specific to me. It has a lot of basic stuff in it that everybody would have, but also things that are very specific to my body. And you want to make sure that yours is specific to your body as well. So let's see what's in here. I have a snake bite kit. We don't really have snakes in our area that, you know, bite people, but there's other things in here that I think would be beneficial for a number of different ailments that you might come across. Okay, snake bite kit. I've got some hydrocortisone, Neosporin. These are just, I don't know, like preparation H. I guess if you get a hemorrhoid, that'd probably be pretty sucky to have to walk 20 miles with a hemorrhoid. Aspirin works for pain and also if you have a heart attack. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I have asthma, so I have an extra inhaler in here. When I get this together, I'm thinking, okay, what would make it really horrible to, like, if I had to travel and I'm having to carry something, what would make me the most comfortable depending on what kind of things I might encounter. So there's anti-diarrhea in here, there's anti-nausea in here. I've got some saline solution for the eyes. If you get something in your eye, you're gonna wanna be able to wash that out. There's gauze, Band-Aids, alcohol wipes, allergy pills, and got a 5-pack of rubber gloves, moleskin. This is, if you get a blister on your foot, you're gonna really want this in your life. I've got 2 packs of it, that's how much it's important to me. So lots of Band-Aids of various sizes in here. We've got antiseptic wipes and different size gauze, tons of different size Band-Aids. There's like huge ones, and then steri strips. Now something unique that you might not find in a lot of people's bags is KT tape. So you will notice a lack of like ace bandages and things of that nature. KT tape can be used to stabilize your joints if you sprain something or break something, and that's what I'm using in my bag. At the end of this video, I'm going to go over a couple of things that I don't have in my bag that I would if it were more of a bug out bag instead of a get home bag. Don't worry, I'll pack this all up nice later. Okay, and next, this is hygiene care. So, if you're a woman of my age, there are certain things that we really need to have available to us. And so I have this is a washable, reusable sanitary napkin. It's made out of cloth, and they're really good for your body, but also I have tampons. If you guys know anything about tampons, they can be used for other things that stop bleeding other than that. Got some Kleenex, some toilet paper, and some bug spray, Listerine, petroleum jelly. I don't know why it's in here. I mean, I guess you could use it for something. It's for my fire. Lip balm. This is it's a soap that makes your like human body odors go away, and your shampoos and all of that, so you're less, I mean, it's like for hunting, right? Because you don't want the animals to smell you, but it's in here. And we've got some things to clean my glasses, more hair ties, sunscreen, toothpaste, toothbrush, tweezers. Not for my eyebrows, but I mean, have you ever like gotten a sliver, like a really bad sliver, and you just can't really function anymore because you've got a sliver? Well, if you're over here with your axe, you know, and you're chopping wood, you're probably, you know, chopping wood and making a fire, you're probably going to get a sliver. And if that gets infected, then, you know, who knows? Let's not go down that path. So tweezers, they're just cheapo little plastic ones. But, and then I have razor blades and stuff like that too, in case these break. This is Egyptian Magic. I use it on my face. It's just oil, like moisturizer for your face. And that's it for my hygiene things. It's certainly plenty to keep me comfortable for a few days. I also have a life straw and some paracord. This is not my last thing. I also have this. I've debated whether or not this thing takes up so much space, but it is a huge thermal blanket. I'm just still thinking about, it's not even, I didn't even open it because I'm just still not sure if I want it in this bag or not. But for now, it's in there. Okay. Oh, toothpaste. Okay, this bag is really important. This is clothing. I've got an emergency poncho in there that's pretty cheap. I've got a pair of brand new gloves. These are heavy duty work gloves. I use them around my property all the time. They last forever. They're really comfortable. They keep your hands warm. They're amazing. I love them, and this is a brand new pair, so I know that they're not all worn out already. I have another thermal blanket here, underwear, wool socks. You're gonna want your feet to stay dry. That's a big deal. And I also have, these are thermals. I'm often tooling around in a dress or shorts, like I'm wearing shorts right now. And you can see I'm wearing this huge sweatshirt because it's freezing and pouring down rain outside, but that's just what I like to wear. So I'm either in a dress or I'm in a pair of shorts. And if you have to hike and stay outside in the elements, you're gonna wish you had a little more coverage. So I have a little more coverage. I've got pants and a shirt. They're rated, like if you had warm, warmer, warmest, they're like in the warmer section. And then this is, it's like a net to go over your face. If you've gone camping before or stayed outside, the mosquitoes, they just, if you're covered everywhere else and you've got the bug spray, that's fine. But if you're sleeping and, you just got zzz all over, okay, I just don't want bugs in my face. I don't want them biting my face and sucking my life essence from my face. So that's it, folks. This is my get home bag. It has everything in it that I will need to stay safe, comfortable, and healthy if I had to be gone for 3 or 4 days from home. I do have a list here. Okay. I wrote a little list out for everybody because this is really more of a get home bag. There are things that are in my actual bug out bag that I'm not going to show you that I think you should consider putting in yours as well. These are not things that I would put in my get home bag because typically I already have a lot of those things on me at the time. So if you think about the difference between a get home bag is, all right, you've already got your, wallet and your purse and your keys and like those kinds of things already on you, right? But if you have to bug out and you have to leave, like if there's a fire or some other kind of emergency and you have to leave super fast, there's some things that you're gonna wanna have that are not gonna be in your get home bag. Also, I do not keep my get home bag in my car. That's a really good way to get your investment stolen. I just take it in and huck it in and out of my truck every time I go somewhere. All right, so additional things that you should consider if you are making a actual bug out bag. A camp stove with fuel and a mess kit. Eating and surviving long term is going to be really important. You can catch a fish and eat it raw if you want to, or cook it over a fire. But long term, you're going to want maybe something a little bit more convenient. I guess I didn't show it to you. Hold on. This reminds me. There's something in this bag that I didn't take out. Okay, one thing. This is self-explanatory. So one thing that I would suggest if you are a firearm carrier, that you put quite a bit more ammunition in your bug out bag. I don't need more than this if I'm only going to be gone for a few days. Copies of your important documents. They don't have to be the actual documents, but at least copies of your documents. So your passport or your other ID, your birth certificate, social security card, any land ownings. Just those kinds of documents are going to be really important for you to be able to prove who you are. If all you have is the bag on your back, right? Have some cash or some tradable something or other. I'll leave that up to you. You're all very smart individuals. Another thing is any of your banking information, important passwords, things that you don't have memorized already, and copies of your keys of all of the property that you own. If you have a safety deposit box, or whatever different homes or houses, copies of all of your keys for all of the things that you normally keep locked up. Definitely a larger shovel. I have a really nice larger shovel, and I kind of wish it would fit in this bag, but it won't. A tourniquet. I have a tourniquet. I'm going to put it in this bag. It can go in either bag, but you should definitely have one in your main bug out bag. A map of your area. I know my area really well. There isn't a map in my get home bag because anywhere that I'm going, I have a map, like, with me. Extra batteries, a phone charger, and a battery bank. Those will be nice as long as, there's still cell service. And hand warmers. That's the last thing that I could think of. There's probably a million other things. We have a whole house worth of stuff, and I'm sure, in the event that wherever we are, we want our belongings to be as well. And it's just not possible. You have to be able to carry it yourself. And you have to be realistic. Are you strong enough to carry? I had to restart my camera. Anyway, you just have to be realistic about what your body can handle. I recommend that you get your bag built and then you spend some time, going hiking with it so that you're confident. You can build up your endurance if you still need to do that. And also, I mentioned before, make sure you know how to use everything that is in your bag. If you have a fishing pole like I do, make sure you know how to use it. There's a lot of, different things in here, like what's paracord for? Do your research. If you're going to put something in your bag, make sure you know what its uses are. Otherwise, it's totally useless for you to be carrying it around. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover with you guys today. I know that everybody's going to have an opinion, so I ask that you please be kind, understand that I put a lot of thought into what I'm carrying. I know that some of you may have some suggestions on what I should be doing differently, and I'm happy if you'd like to share those things, but understand that I really did my research on what I'm carrying. I know why I'm carrying it, and it's a weight that I can carry. It has everything in it that will get me home safe in the event of some kind of disaster or whatever, where I won't have access to my truck anymore. I hope that you found this information useful to you. I hope that each and every one of you watching this, if you don't already have a get home bag or a bug out bag, please just little by little start collecting the things that you will need in the event of getting stranded somewhere or having to leave your home quickly. Could be the difference between life or death for you. Well, that got serious really fast, didn't it? Time to wrap it up. I think I have said more than enough. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a really great day. Okay, bye.